Have you ever heard of compost magic? It is a real thing, I promise you. It is the secret to getting rich soil and getting it fast. Imagine turning your everyday kitchen scraps and garden clippings into something wonderful for your plants. It is like being a magician in your own back garden. And today I am going to share this magic with you. We will explore the fastest way to make this beautiful, dark, crumbly treasure. Stick with me until the very end, because that is where I will reveal some rare tricks and clever tips that will make your composting journey even more successful. You will soon see just how simple and rewarding it can be. Compost is nature's way of recycling. It is the beautiful process of decomposition, where organic materials break down and transform. Think of leaves falling in a forest. Over time, they disappear and become part of the rich forest floor. That is compost. We are just helping that natural process happen a little bit quicker in our own gardens. We gather things like vegetable peels, grass cuttings, and old leaves. Then, with a little bit of care, we help them become a dark, sweet-smelling material that is packed with all the good things your garden needs to thrive. It is a fantastic cycle of life, right in your backyard. Many people think making compost takes a very long time, perhaps a year or more. And yes, some methods do take that long. But I am here to tell you about a quicker way. A method that can give you beautiful, usable compost in as little as 4 to 6 weeks. It is all about giving the tiny workers, the microbes, bacteria, and fungi, exactly what they need to do their job at top speed. It is like throwing a fantastic party for them, with all their favorite foods and the perfect conditions. When these tiny helpers are happy, they work incredibly fast, turning your pile of waste into wonderful garden gold before you know it. So, let's get ready to dive into this exciting adventure together. Forget any complicated rules you might have heard before. We are going to keep things simple, fun, and incredibly effective. This is not about hard work. It is about working smart with nature. By the time we are finished, you will have all the knowledge you need to create your own compost magic. You will be able to feed your soil, help your plants grow strong and healthy, and reduce your household waste all at the same time. It is a truly brilliant thing to do, and I cannot wait to show you how. So why is this black gold, as gardeners lovingly call it, so important for our gardens? Well, think of it as the ultimate superfood for your soil. When you add compost, you are not just feeding your plants directly. You are feeding the soil itself. Healthy soil is alive, teeming with worms, beneficial insects, and billions of microscopic organisms. Compost provides the perfect food for this underground community. This lively soil structure then helps plant roots grow strong, find water easily, and access all the nutrients they need to produce beautiful flowers and delicious vegetables. It is the foundation of a truly happy garden. Compost also works wonders on the texture of your soil. If you have heavy clay soil that feels sticky and gets waterlogged, compost will help break it up. It creates little air pockets, which improves drainage and makes it easier for roots to move. On the other hand, if you have sandy soil that drains too quickly and does not hold on to water, compost acts like a sponge. It helps the sandy soil retain moisture and nutrients, so your plants do not get thirsty or hungry so fast. It is amazing how it can fix both problems, making any type of soil better. Furthermore, compost is a slow-release fertilizer. Unlike chemical fertilizers that give plants a quick artificial burst of energy, compost releases its nutrients slowly and steadily over time. This provides a constant, gentle source of food that plants can use as they need it. This means you get healthier, more resilient plants that are less prone to pests and diseases. They grow at a natural pace, leading to stronger stems, lusher leaves, and a more abundant harvest. It is a much more natural and sustainable way to nourish your garden, working in harmony with the cycles of nature. And let us not forget, making your own compost is one of the best things you can do for our planet. Every banana peel and handful of grass clippings you add to your compost pile is one less thing going into a landfill. In landfills, this organic waste breaks down without oxygen, which releases methane, a powerful greenhouse gas. By composting, you are actively cutting down on this pollution. You are turning what some people see as rubbish into a valuable resource, closing the loop and creating a greener, healthier world, starting with your own garden patch. Are you ready to make compost fast? Here is the secret recipe. First, you need a good mix of green materials and brown materials. Think of it like making a cake. Green materials are wet and rich in nitrogen. These include things like fresh grass clippings, kitchen scraps, like fruit and vegetable peels, coffee grounds and tea bags, and even weeds that have not set seed. Brown materials are dry and rich in carbon. These are things like dried leaves, small twigs, cardboard torn into small pieces, and sawdust. The magic ratio for quick compost is about 2 parts brown to 1 part green. Next, you need to prepare your ingredients. The key to speed is size. Smaller pieces break down much, much faster. So before you add anything to your pile, try to chop it up. Run your lawnmower over a pile of leaves to shred them. Cut up large vegetable stalks from your kitchen. Tear cardboard into small squares. This extra bit of preparation at the start will save you weeks of waiting later on. It creates a much larger surface area for all those tiny microbes to get to work on, which really accelerates the whole decomposition process. Now it is time to build your pile. Start with a layer of bulky brown material at the bottom, like small twigs, to help with air circulation. Then, begin adding your greens and browns in alternating thin layers, like making a lasagna. A thin layer of greens, then a thin layer of browns, and so on. As you build, lightly water each layer. The pile should be moist, like a wrung-out sponge, but not soaking wet. Too much water will drown the helpful organisms, and too little will slow them down. Getting the moisture just right is very important for a speedy result. The final and most crucial step for fast compost is turning the pile. You need to mix it all up with a garden fork about once or twice a week. This does 2 brilliant things. It mixes all the ingredients together and, most importantly, it gets oxygen into the center of the pile. Oxygen is essential for the heat-loving bacteria that do the fastest work. You will notice the pile gets very warm in the middle. That is a sign the magic is happening. This regular turning keeps the process active and hot, and it is the absolute secret to turning waste into black gold in just a few short weeks. Now for the special secrets I promised you. Here is a little-known trick. Add a compost activator to kickstart your pile. You do not need to buy anything fancy. A shovelful of finished compost from a previous batch, or even a scoop of rich garden soil, is full of the exact microbes you need. Sprinkling this into your new pile as you build it is like sending in an expert team to get the job started right away. Another fantastic and free activator is comfrey leaves. They are rich in nitrogen and break down incredibly fast, giving your compost pile a wonderful boost of heat and nutrients. Here is another clever tip that many people do not know. Be careful with what you add from your kitchen. While most fruit and vegetable scraps are perfect, you should avoid adding any meat, fish, dairy products, or oily foods. These materials can attract unwanted pests like rats, and they can also create horrible smells as they decompose. Also, be mindful of citrus peels and onions. It is fine to add them, but only in small quantities. They are quite acidic and can slow down the composting process if you add too many at once. Balance is the key to a happy, sweet-smelling compost pile. Did you know that coffee grounds are like rocket fuel for a compost pile? They are considered a green material because they are rich in nitrogen, and worms absolutely love them. Many coffee shops are happy to give away their used grounds for free, so it is a wonderful resource. Another secret ingredient is crushed eggshells. They add valuable calcium to your finished compost, which is especially good for plants like tomatoes and peppers, helping to prevent problems like blossom end rot. Just be sure to crush them up well so they break down more easily in the pile. Finally, a truly rare trick is to listen to your compost. It will tell you what it needs. If your pile starts to smell bad, like ammonia or rotten eggs, it usually means it has too much green material and not enough air. The solution is to add more dry brown materials like shredded paper or dried leaves and give it a good turn. If the pile is not heating up and nothing seems to be happening, it is likely too dry or needs more nitrogen-rich greens. Add some grass clippings or kitchen scraps and a bit of water, and it should spring back to life. Happy composting!